everyone and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to tell you that how can we create a login page. So my login page contains the user ID or email address which I need to enter along with the password. And after that, after entering these two credentials, we get one submit button or login button. So today we'll add these three controls on our web page. So I'm going to show you one more thing, that here I'm going to enter my email ID. And once I'll come into my password field, so I'm typing my password, but it is not visible to anyone. So both have the text boxes, but both have the different functionality. So this also we will learn that how can we write the text which is visible to us and how can we add a password which is not visible to us. So let's move on. This is the page which we created last time. This is my login.html. And we added a form over there. The name of the form is login page form. One attribute is by the name action. And this is my processing page, which is going to have an access on this login page form. And the method we are using as post. So I will be telling you the difference between get and post also today. So let's watch it. I'm going to add one control by the name input. So input, and the type of the input is text, because I'm going to add the text box. So the type for the text box is text. Now I need to decide the name for my text box. So as I told you last time that we can use the camel case naming convention. So if I talk about the text box, the prefix can be text. The name can be, I'm going to create it for the user ID. So I'll be writing user ID. That means the first letter of these two words will be capital and rest will be small. So how will I read it? User ID text box. After this, now we are going to close it. And before this, I need to add the text so that it will appear onto my form. So I'm going to add it user ID, right? So let's save it, Control plus S, and open the login page. So this is my login page, double click over there. Now it is open and user ID, the text which I wrote, and this is my text box which is created. Okay, now come back. Similarly, what can I do? I can copy it, Control C, and here I can paste it because I need to add the text box for the password field also. So I will be changing this text password. Now type is text and the name I can change as password. Okay, so no need to add something else because this is my only password field. So Control S and go back, refresh the web page. Now we can see that one password field is also added. But now, as I told you that in the text box, I am allowed to enter the text. So if I'll be writing over here, the text is also visible to me. But I want that once somebody will enter the password, it should not be visible to anyone. For that, I need to change the type. So my type is password. For the password text box. So Control S, now go back, refresh it, and now I can enter my user ID and I can enter my password. Now I have written Neha over there, but it is not visible to anyone because this is my password field. Okay, so I gave you example of this particular form. Here everything is aligned properly. So for that formatting, what can we do? We can set the margin width. Margin width has 200 I am setting, Control S, go back again and refresh it. So my text has been shifted to 200 pixels to the right hand side from the border. Now come back. I want to shift my password to the next line. So what can I do? I can take this user ID into one p tag and the password into another p tag. And do remember the C tag is also a block level tag. So control S, go back, F5. And as you can see that both are aligned in different lines. But still it is not looking same as this. So what can we do for that? I can bring my text box also into the next line. So I will break it from here and I will also contain it into this way. So for each and every control, I have used the P tag. Now control S, go back, refresh it. Now it is looking like this. Now another formatting tags also I can apply. That means I can make it bold also so that it will appear in more attractive way. I can use H1 heading tag also. Many formatting tags are there which you can use. Now one more important field is left, that is your submit button. I can enter my user ID, I can enter the password, but there is no submit button to submit it. So again, I'm going to create one P tag and then input type is equal to submit, because I need to submit all the values which are filled in my form. So the type should be submit, and the name of the we can omit the name over there, but in place of that we can write the value so that it will appear onto my button. Control S. Now we can go back and refresh it. So there is one submit button created, right? Okay. So now I'm going to perform one action over there. I'm going to enter my user ID and I'm going to enter the password also. Now, once I will submit, please observe the URL. I'm submitting it, and in place of except this process.html, nothing is visible to me. That means this process.html is my processing page, which must be containing the coding to process this form. And this process.html I have given under the action attribute of my form. That's why it is visible over there in my URL. Now, because I have used the post method in my form, so apart from this processing web page name, nothing else is visible into my URL. But now I'm going to change it to get. So what will happen? Control S. Now go back and refresh it. Continue. Sorry. So I'm going to refresh it. And user ID again I'm entering, and password also I'm entering, and submit. Now, as you can see, along with this process.html, I'm getting the user ID, what I filled over there, and the password also filled by me is visible into the URL. So this is the drawback of get method. That's why we prefer to use post method so that the secrecy can be maintained of anyone. Now come back. There is one more thing related to the submit button. In place of this input element, we can use button element. So button type needs to be submit, and the value attribute we don't use in this button, but we give simple text over there. So control plus S, go back and refresh the page. So this is similar to my input element, but there is one change that I can resize the button size. So for that, I can apply CSS over there. So I'm going to write style is equal to width as 150 pixels, this, right? Now control plus X and go back and refresh it. Now the size of my submit button is increased. I can change it to 200 also so that it will look similar to that. 200, control S, go back again and refresh it. So now it is looking like that. So if I compare this form, almost all the text boxes have the same width. I can adjust it to a little bit lower also. That means 175 I can assign so that I can have the better uniformity over here. So exactly the same width I'm getting for all three controls. Next, we can give an idea to our user that what needs to be filled into user ID and password. Because sometimes the user get confused that I need to get limit myself only till here, or I need to enter the complete email address for the same. So how can we provide the information to the user? So let's see. We have one more attribute by the name placeholder. So we can write placeholder, and I can provide one example over there that how can they write their email addresses once they are filling their user ID in the text box. So press Ctrl plus S, go back, F5 key, and as you can see that example, the value which I entered in my placeholder attribute has appeared over here in the text box in a faded manner. So this is not my actual value. Once I press over there and my cursor will be placed inside and I'll start typing, the value which is written in the placeholder will automatically disappear. Similarly, I can place this in the password also. So this is my password field and I can mention over there password. So example, password, Control S. Now go back, F5 key, and as you can see the placeholder value is appearing in both the text boxes. And once I'll press enter over here, it will automatically disappear. So this is how we create a login page. And we have learned today that how can we use different attributes along with our controls. So I guess this is enough for the day. Stay safe, stay happy. Thank you for watching my video.